sometimes there is no other choice. I am especially mindful of the fact that Nigeria is one of the most dangerous countries in the world for Christians. In 2023 alone, it was estimated that over 7,000 Christians were targeted and brutally murdered for their faith. And you know better than I.
Look at your face. What's I hope you?
The most severe persecution is in the northern part of the country. Terrorist groups like Boko Haram are responsible for the slaughter of thousands of Christians every year. Christian villages are burned. Women and children are kidnapped. And communities are decimated. Churches are particularly targeted, especially on holy days like Christmas and Easter. Northern Nigeria is also one of only 7 places in the world where you get the death penalty for alleged blasphemy. Northern Nigeria's blasphemy laws are contained in its Islamic law, and they call for immediate death of any person who would allegedly insult Islam. These laws harm both Christians and minority Muslims and lead to horrifying instances of mob violence. Many Nigerian Christians have been massacred by these mobs. The crime of those who are murdered is only that they are Christian. The only offense that they have committed is that they are Christian. They are followers of Christ in name and in fact. And so often our world turns the other way, and the silence is deafening. Oftentimes there is no other option than to flee such persecution. However, I know that you also face discrimination in this land, in a nation that was built by immigrants, and yet you are full of joy. Your faith is strong and vibrant. I have had the privilege of visiting your country when I was Bishop of Savannah. I visited the Diocese of Haverty, as well as the Diocese of Uku. At the invitation of Bishop William Avenia, I ordained 17 priests for the Diocese of Uku in 2013. There were 2,000 people packed into the cathedral with a seating of 900, with no air conditioning. The ordination lasted 5 hours. I had to do everything 17 times for each of those newly ordained priests. It was a wonderful experience in my life, one that I will never forget. But it was the people who were inside the cathedral, and more than that, outside the cathedral, who waited for the new priests to come out, to greet them, to get their blessing. And they waited 5 hours outside. That's faith. That's devotion. That's an appreciation for God's gift of the priesthood. Such respect I have not seen before as I have seen in the Nigerian people. Many Nigerian dioceses are blessed with vocations to the priesthood and consecrated life. Currently, the Archdiocese of Atlanta is in the process of accepting 2 Nigerian seminarians. We are blessed to have Nigerian priests and consecrated religious serving now in this local church. We are especially grateful for the many ways in which you build up the body of Christ for your Christian witness. Like the man in today's gospel, there are many times when you feel alone and isolated in a foreign land. There may have been times when you have been discriminated against or ostracized. In the midst of all of this, you cling to your faith, knowing that Jesus Christ is the same, yesterday, today, and forever. And most importantly, you live your faith, and so witness to the love of Christ. In an address to the Nigerian community in Rome, Pope Francis encouraged them to be heralds of the great mercy of the Lord, working for reconciliation between your brothers and sisters, contributing to alleviating the burden of the poor and the most needy. In this way, all Nigerians will be able to continue to walk together in fraternal solidarity and harmony. That too is my prayer for you. And I pray this day, especially as we are here together in God's house, that the Lord may always grant you his peace. Amen.
They were,